Hey, thanks for joining us today. This is Matt Witte from the Matt Witte Realtor team located in Andover, Massachusetts. I'm here with Tyler Dooley for this session of our local business insider. So I'm very excited to talk to Tyler. I've known Tyler for a long time, so interested to hear his story, and I'm sure that you are as well. So let's get an intro from Tyler Dooley. Tell us about your business and who you are and what are you doing?
Yeah, well, first off, thanks for having me, Matt. Really appreciate it. Love what you're doing with the program. So my name's Tyler Dooley. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the founder and CEO of a beverage business called Wake Up Water. It's essentially a hydration and energy mix that individuals can use to get a healthy pick-me-up at any point of the day that they feel like they need it.
Awesome, Tyler. How did you come up with this business anyway? And what was it like in the early stages? Because I know I like to watch Shark Tank and other things and see how people develop businesses and how they get them off and running. So how did you come up with this? And what did you deal with early on?
Yeah, well, initially, the whole premise for starting this business stemmed from, my inability to enjoy a cup of coffee. I just, for whatever reason, don't love the taste of coffee. But I found myself being an active person, being on the go quite a bit. I just needed some sort of a pick-me-up. And when I looked at the other energy drink options out there on the market, what I found was that all of them are pretty much, loaded with unwanted calories, sugars, and artificial ingredients. And so without having, those options out there that I could feel, good about putting in my body, I figured, why not come out with something that is a better for you product that can contain all the functional ingredients that an energy drink and coffee would, without all of the junk. And so I set out to develop the product. The early days was, very interesting. It took me about a year and a half to actually develop the product. And being somebody who's, antsy to get things going, I really was having a tough time sitting there and waiting for this process to take place. We started out actually as a bottled product. So we spent a year and a half to develop the product. We then rolled out a ready to drink version of the product. And that was 3 months before COVID hit. So we essentially launched a product, got initial distribution. We launched into a number of retail stores, grocery stores, convenience stores. And 3 months later, we began to receive all of these emails and phone calls from these managers of these store locations saying, Tyler, look, we love the product. We love the idea and we want to work with you. However, we just need to kind of focus on, having the essentials stocked for individuals during this time. We don't know where things are going to go. Let's wait a couple of weeks and figure things out. Well, a couple of weeks turned into months turned into a couple of years, honestly. And so after a couple of months, I just kind of got, tired of waiting around and waiting for things to be fixed. And so I wanted to take the business another direction. I wanted to kind of control our own destiny, not be at the hands of, distributors and stores to deliver people what I thought was a really great product. And so we took a few months during COVID to redevelop the product, and we relaunched online with essentially the same product, but just in a different kind of delivery vehicle. So we started out in a bottle. It was a liquid. We then stripped away all the liquid and turned it into a powdered product, which makes it a lot easier to ship across the country, makes it more cost effective, and allowed us to reach a larger audience.
I love that. And that's really cool that you pivoted so quickly, listening to the feedback of the suppliers. And everybody can easily carry a bottle of water and fill it up and so on and so forth. And then whenever they want to fill this packet, they'll fill the bottle up. I assume they just dump the packet in there. Is that simple?
Yep, just as simple as that. They come in ready to use, easy, convenient stick packs. You just tear the top off, add it to, your water, and you're good to go. So it really turned out to be, a blessing in disguise, almost having to pivot because, like I said, we're able to reach people all across the country and really be wherever that customer wants us to be. They can order right online and having that ability to take that packet on the go makes it a much more convenient option.
Yeah, that's amazing. And what's the, basic ingredients and calorie count? I know you can't give us all your secrets, but I'm interested to hear that, and especially with calories, because I know people tend to watch calories, and coffee is low cal if you don't put anything in it. But unfortunately, we all seem to do that. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Coffee is a low calorie beverage. However, the ones that we're typically ordering from, those coffee shops are loaded with all sorts of stuff. And that was another reason for me to want to, provide an option that was better for people. So we essentially took what, is a functional ingredient to give you energy. And so we use natural caffeine that stems right from, coffee beans and green tea extract. We then couple that with electrolytes. So we kind of take the hydration aspects of a sports drink and add it to our product, because typically when you have a coffee, you end up getting a little dehydrated because, caffeine will do that to you. And so what we do is we add the electrolytes to help combat that. So you're energizing and, hydrating at the same time. And from a calorie and sugar perspective, it's only a 5-calorie product, and there's no sugar in it whatsoever. So we actually sweeten the product fully naturally. We don't use artificial ingredients, and, stay away from sugar entirely. And that's one of our main missions right now. We're seeing in the world today, people consuming far too much sugar. And through no fault of their own. I mean, it's difficult to find, good tasting functional products out there that don't contain those types of things. And so we really want to be on the forefront of that and, doing a good job of it thus far.
That's fantastic. That's great. I mean, 5 calories, and nobody's going to gawk at that. That's amazing and fantastic information. What's your favorite flavor anyway? And what is your customer's favorite flavor?
Yeah, so my favorite flavor is actually the flavor we just launched, which is our mango flavor. It's the first flavor that we've introduced to the brand since our launch about 18 months ago. And so we spent a lot of time making sure that this new flavor was up to par and that our customers were going to love it. And, it really didn't miss, and really happy with what the team and I were able to come up with. So that's my favorite flavor, very refreshing. From a consumer standpoint, that actually is the lemon flavor. The lemon has been our best seller since launch. And I think that just stems from it being, familiar flavor. It's light, it's refreshing, it's great any time of the day. And customers are really enjoying it.
That's great. And who is the ideal customer, since you brought it up?
Yeah, so the ideal customer really is anybody who needs some sort of an energy pick-me-up throughout their day, who's looking for a healthier option. So, we kind of play in a number of spaces. We can be a substitute for your morning cup of coffee. We can be an afternoon pick-me-up if you've already had a coffee and you just want something a little different. Or we could be like a healthy pre-workout drink. If you're looking to have a little bit of a pick-me-up, one groggy morning and need to get yourself out there for your exercise, we are your faithful companion to help you do that.
Yeah, that's great. And we all get tired during the day. And sometimes I'm thinking like, should I have a second cup of coffee or not? And it certainly could be a long day, and it sounds like it would be an easy pick me up. And where do you see the business going? Do you have new products coming out, or anything you can tell us?
Yeah, so like I said, we just launched the new mango SKU, the new mango flavor, which just got released, and that's doing pretty well. I think for us right now, it's very easy in business to kind of get sidetracked and to want to do so much for so many people. But what I found is that this whole idea of SKU rationalization and kind of focusing primarily on the product that you're offering, the main product you're offering, can be wildly beneficial. And so what we're looking to do for the foreseeable future is really focusing on continuing to get the word out there and build our brand exposure around this energy drink mix that we have, that we feel really confident about, that we know people love. Our goal is to just continue to get more and more people behind this product before we, start introducing, other types of products.
That's great. I know we talked a few years ago, and we had some interesting conversations about this, and it's so cool to see where you kind of started, where you are right now. And I happen to be on Amazon.com and looking up Wake Up Water, and I told you that I am ordering some. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't get it sooner, but I will give you a product review and let you know, and I'm sure it's going to be 5-star. The reviews on Amazon were amazing, and people on the internet, they can be brutal, and if they don't like the product, they're going to come after you.
They absolutely can be.
Yeah, absolutely. So what about advice for newer entrepreneurs? I know, like I said, I know you for a long time. You're a young guy, successful guy, and I'm sure there's people that are saying, geez, if Tyler Dooley can do that, I'm sure I can. I have some ideas. what advice would you give them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, one is just having the right mindset. I think if you ask anybody who's, later on in their life, what do they wish they changed? It's typically the acts of omission that they are most upset with themselves about. It's never the things that they actually did. It's typically the things that they failed to do or wanted to do and just never took that chance. And so, it is a little cliche to say, but my advice is always to just actually take the chance, find something you're passionate about, find something that motivates you to wake up every single day and, work hard towards it. And the world is so abundant right now. There's so many opportunities that you would be shocked to find what you are able to build a life around. So, we really only get one go at this. So find something you're passionate about and really take that opportunity and take that chance, and don't worry about what people are going to say. Don't worry about if it fails. Really just give it your all, and you'd be surprised what you're able to achieve.
That's great. I love that foundation of mindset, and really just getting after it. And you of course, everybody wants to do some planning, but sometimes I feel like in a lot of industries, we overplan and never act.
Absolutely.
And it just kind of,
I see it all the time. Absolutely. I see it all the time. People, kind of sit there and they think for, endless amounts of time on what they want to do, how they're going to go about executing it, instead of just taking that first step. When I first started Wake Up Water, I just explained my story. I thought this was going to be a ready to drink product that was going to be found in retail stores and grocery stores across the country. And, a few months in, we had to pivot and completely change the product. And if you had asked me when I was starting the business, what does Wake Up Water look like in a couple of years? I don't think I would say where it is now, so taking that first step is absolutely crucial. And knowing that nobody has it all figured out, you need to take that first step. And you will learn along the way what you need to do, how to pivot. So take that first step, take action, and don't wait any longer.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. And I did mention Amazon. I know we can buy the product on Amazon. Is there other places that you could recommend that people can buy your product?
Yeah, right now we focus on just those two, kind of main sources. It's Amazon, and then also our website at drinkwakeupwater.com. We will soon probably be on like the Walmart.coms, Target.coms of the world. But right now, just Amazon and our own website, and you can buy all the products right there.
That's awesome. And I can tell you right now, if you went down to my basement and saw the number of Amazon boxes, I can assure you that everybody that's listening to this podcast is well aware of Amazon, and now your website, of course, and they'll be able to order some. And I thought it was very cost effective when I looked at it. And think about buying energy drinks in at a 7-Eleven. It could be $5, $6, $7 maybe for some of those, depending
Absolutely.
what it is. So it's very cost efficient.
Absolutely. And that was our goal. We really wanted to make this a product that was available to everybody. So we're working every single day to get our costs as low as they possibly can for the customer, so that there is no barrier for them to want to enjoy it. We want to be cheaper than your cup of coffee, cheaper than your energy drink, better for you, but still maintain those functional qualities and attributes that those other products do have. And so, that's been our goal and our focus thus far.
Yeah, and you're definitely achieving that. I can assure you that when I bought a coffee today down the street, it was not anything less than $5. So I'm excited to try your Wake Up Water. You've done an amazing thing here. And where can people reach you? They have questions for you or want to reach out to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm on LinkedIn a lot. If people want to connect professionally, you can just shoot me a message on LinkedIn. I'm pretty active there. You can also shoot me an email. I'm happy to answer any emails that come my way as well. And my email for that would just be tyler.dooley@drinkwakeupwater.com. If anybody does have questions, needs advice, just wants to brainstorm, bounce ideas off of me, I love that stuff. So, I'm open to that. I encourage it, and looking forward to, having some people actually, take me up on that.
That's great, Tyler. Thank you so much for joining us. This was super informative. And like I said, I'm so proud of the stuff that you've accomplished here with your Wake Up Water, and I'm excited to see what you do in the future.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate you having me on. Great connecting as always, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good, buddy. We'll talk soon. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.